Welcome travel lovers, welcome vacation cravers, welcome happy seekers, welcome home to HappiTravel. My name is Mike Darling, I'm the co-founder of the company, and I'm joined by Montana Loudon, who's our Chief Happiness Officer, as well as the host of the podcast Mind, Body, and Soul. So welcome everybody to the HappiTravel podcast.
So today we're going to be talking about stress and anxiety relief and how travel helps with that.
I'm so stressed out. I need a vacation. I seriously need a vacation right now. You know, it's been a minute since we've had our last episode because over the last few weeks, we've been all over. We've got Washington, D.C., Myrtle Beach, Dallas. Now we got Puerto Rico coming up. It's been wild.
Busy, busy, busy.
Time to get busier. But yeah, I love this topic because honestly, who doesn't believe that stress and anxiety is like a serious problem right now in our society?
Well, and it's been probably more so in the last few years and still ongoing, more so than I think we've probably ever realized, really.
Yeah, it's like everybody went home for COVID, got stressed out at home, and like they left the house, but they didn't leave the stress. It's like worse than ever.
Yep. No, the levels of stress, we've all probably heard a lot of this, the stress levels, anxiety, different things happening with people and depression and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. Well, we all know people, who are really struggling. And I think most people, if you're honest with yourself, you've got a certain amount of stress and anxiety that everybody's dealing with.
Everyone does.
And so this is why it's one of those things, if you go onto the HappiTravel website and look at the Happy Science page, this is like one of the biggest sections of Happy Science is how travel positively impacts and gives you relief for stress and anxiety.
Yeah, and it's seriously like it's scientifically proven, but this is real stuff, people. This is real stuff, and I think it can benefit all of us in some way.
Absolutely. So on the HappiTravel, on the Happy Science page, we've got a whole bunch of different studies on there. We could reference any number of those, but I know you've been out as usual, always looking for the latest and greatest.
Yes. So I will start off with, it's actually a cool article. We have not posted this on the website yet, but we will. But this is kind of cool. 7 ways travel is scientifically proven to reduce stress. So back to what I said, this is actually, serious stuff. So it can help you stay fit and healthy. So when we think of travel, we think, maybe, possibly. But listen to this. Physical activity is great for improving both our physical and mental well-being. And travel offers plenty of opportunities to get moving, right? So if you think about you're walking around a new city, you're hiking mountain trails or swimming in the ocean even, getting outside is a great way to reduce stress, boost energy levels, and enhance your overall well-being. So they say spending just 20 minutes in contact with nature is proven to lower stress hormone levels. And the study found that people who traveled every year were less likely to suffer a heart attack or develop heart disease, which we talked about before.
How about like pub crawls? I mean, that's activity, that's
absolutely.
movement, right? That counts, right? You're still moving around to get the blood flow.
Whatever you have to do.
Okay, I'm just checking. I just want to make sure. I love the nature. I love the nature walk, but the pub crawl, it depends on the trip.
Absolutely. Right. You can find some sort of activity anywhere you go.
Beautiful.
Okay, so it can help keep your mind sharp, right? So I guess we don't think of, travel as keeping our mind sharp, but think about when you travel, you meet new people, discover new places, adapt to new situations, and become more socially aware. New experiences help you keep your mind sharp and improve your cognitive flexibility, which also helps manage stress, right? So the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that those who travel are more likely to be open and emotionally stable, while other studies have shown that travel can increase creativity, culture, and personal awareness.
This actually doesn't surprise me at all because, in fact, there's a lot of even like longevity research and things into things like Alzheimer's and all of that, where there's therapies for that basically involve challenging your mind to do things it doesn't do every single day the same way.
Right.
And when you travel, I mean, you are definitely, having to think differently. You have to, problem solve differently. Even little things, just how to get from a gate A, B to C.
You're using different parts of your brain.
Yeah, and much less if you leave the country and you're in different places. There's just a lot of different things that your brain has to process differently, and that is good for your mind.
Very good, yeah. And so 3, I think this is a big deal for all of us. 3, it helps to ward off burnout, okay? So burnout happens when you're overworked and overstressed, okay?
I'm burnout.
Me too. One of the best ways to avoid burnout is to take regular time out to relax and recharge, right? And what better way to unwind than with a holiday, okay? Whether it's a weekend trip or a getaway to a tropical shore, a holiday is an enriching act of self-care. From the excitement of planning the trip to having the freedom to rest, be present, and do what you love, travel reduces stress and helps to maintain a healthy mindset.
Yeah, and I think that's the part that people intuitively understand, right?
Yeah, very much so.
You don't have to sell someone on vacation, right?
Right.
They want to take vacation already. With HappiTravel, they're saving up to 80% so they can do it more often.
That will reduce stress.
Absolutely, just the financial stress, right? So all of those things go together, and I think that's an obvious thing that most people understand kind of intuitively, but it's really interesting to see that there's actually science behind it that really shows it.
Yeah, so in the fourth, again, some of these were like, well, yeah, we already know that. But I think you'd have to delve a little bit deeper to realize really the true benefit beyond just the, well, of course. So listen to this. 4, it's a big mood booster. Okay, so that's one of those you're like, well, yeah. But listen to this. Who doesn't feel good on holiday, right? This study found that after just 3 days on holiday, the participants' quality of sleep, mood, and physical complaints had all improved. Even better, these improvements were still there 5 weeks later. So that's what's kind of cool.
Wow.
So why does travel make us feel so good? Well, when you go on a holiday, we're usually chasing the sunshine and a dose of vitamin D, which is a big mood booster. Leaving the stress of your everyday life behind, having the freedom to choose your schedule, and spend time with loved ones also adds to the feel-good factor.
Absolutely. I mean, mood is one of those funny things, right? You always hear, well, it's, how you feel, it's just in your head. Get over it. It's just in your head. Oh yeah, easier said than done. You're in a foul mood. It's sometimes kind of hard to just snap your fingers.
Right.
But when you think about how travel impacts that, I mean, that's amazing. It's a 5-week impact.
5 week after.
Afterwards. Your mood is literally changed. That's
huge. That's really cool. So again, back to those things we talk about. If you want to take a quick jaunt to somewhere for 2 days. Think about the benefit of that for 5 weeks after.
Right, and I love that too. These don't have to be mega 2-week long trips through to bucket list crushing type of things. That's great. Obviously, that's going to change your mood too.
Sure, yeah.
But just a quick staycation, even in your own town where you go for a weekend.
Yep, absolutely.
An awesome hotel that you're paying, 60% off, something like that, and your mood has changed for weeks.
Yeah, exactly. So
amazing.
Very cool. So this one, number 5, it can strengthen your relationship. So we kind of think, oh yeah, we're with loved ones, we're with friends, blah, blah. But this is kind of cool because think about this. Enjoying the good times with your loved ones helps to strengthen your bonds and gives you wonderful memories to share and look back on hard times. But this study found even that women who took holidays were more satisfied with their marriages. Solo travel can be just as refreshing and fulfilling as you draw your independence and get to know yourself better. So that's a cool thing. But listen to this. This was interesting. Travel also increases empathy and fights prejudice in people. A travel survey found that 76% of participants believe that traveling has given them a more positive outlook on differences. Diversity and other cultures in general. So when you have a more positive outlook on the world, you'll likely have less stress. That's so cool.
Yeah, there's just no doubt about it. People, there's so much science and work that's been done like on gratitude and things like this that help people to understand, when you have that type of outlook, you're going to be less stressed. You're going to be more kind of in tune with everything. You're more grounded, more centered. And you're absolutely right. I mean, when we stay inside our bubbles, we all have our bubbles, our physical bubbles that we're in day to day. We're not pressed, we're not tested, we're not kind of pushed outside our comfort zones. When you go travel and you get out and you mix around with people who are completely different from whatever's in your bubble, think about the impact that has on you. I mean, it's
amazing. Think it creates patience. I think it creates respect. And I think it makes you more aware of yourself and just appreciating, and making you a better human being, I think, overall.
Yeah, and I think, you talked about empathy, and that's interesting because, it's hard to be just consumed with stress and anxiety yourself while at the same time thinking about other people and talking to them and focusing on them and their needs and all of that.
Yeah, you're on the plane.
Right.
And you're getting frustrated with somebody that can't get their luggage, up above.
God, I hate that.
And then you have to we have to stop and go, hold on, we don't know their story.
Exactly.
We don't know where they're at in their life. And so you always want to be empathetic.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I was laughing, of course, we've been in those situations, but try helping that person out with their luggage who's driving you crazy. Strike up a conversation.
Yeah, right.
And it could be really a new relationship.
You never know
the very person who was annoying the hell out of you Now all of a sudden you're bestie.
Yeah. And you never know what door that will open in your life.
It's amazing.
You know, you're creating relationships, which is so cool. So, number 6, it takes shaping up your routine and offers a new perspective. So whether you're traveling to a new country or your neighboring town, take a break from your everyday routine. It can help break negative cycles and get you out of a stressful rut. Sometimes it's not about seeing new places, but escaping old ones. And this survey found that holidays can help manage negative emotions by taking us out of the environments that are causing us stress. That's, I think, so cool.
Wow. So,
right?
So it's not just taking a vacation to somewhere, it's taking a vacation away from somewhere.
Yeah. So travel can help you switch up your everyday life, reflect on your goals and interests, and inspire you to make changes. So if you're feeling stressed or stuck, take a break and go somewhere out of your usual bubble.
That's pretty cool. You know, that honestly, that's kind of one of those profound things. If you start really thinking about it, it's like, where do you want to go? It's kind of like, well, where do you want to get away from? We need to get away from what we're used to every day from time to time.
And you never know what you'll discover that can change your life.
Exactly.
With that.
And it's probably not sitting inside your house.
No, definitely not. Get out there. Okay, so 7, it relieves stress in lasting ways. Again, this is, you know, maybe like a no-brainer, but listen to this. I think this is one of the most kind of profound ones. So we know that travel reduces stress, right? But if you're worried about finding the time and money, come to HappiTravel.
Yeah. Yeah, pay up to 80% off.
Yeah. And, you know, so the money for the big holiday. But this found, again, which we referenced a couple times, just a 4-day-long weekend can help reduce stress and enhance well-being and recovery for as long as 45 days. Participants felt less anxious, better rested, and in a better mood 3 days after returning home, and many said they felt more relaxed weeks later, even after getting back into their daily routine. So bottom line, when you travel, you give yourself the chance to rest, relax, rejuvenate. When you're well rested and less stressed, okay, this is important, you can approach your life, make decisions, and manage stressful situations with a clearer head and more positive outlook, right? Which all contributes to improved overall well-being. We don't need to be told twice, so let's start our holiday.
Oh, I feel less stressed already. Just thinking about vacation is a good thing.
Exactly.
All right, well, I guess it's time to plan the next one.
Yes, and we'll be sure to post that on the website. And let's get traveling, people.
All right, let's go do it.
Okay, ciao for now.
All right.